Brief statement. Good to get a win. I'm not sure last Monday night that we played well enough to beat a Wichita State team that's very good. I did think on Saturday at Grand Canyon we played well enough for most of that game to beat a Grand Canyon team that's very good. So obviously that left a little bit of a tough taste in our mouth, and it was good to get back on the floor here a couple days later, and certainly on the offensive side of the floor to play pretty well and hopefully build some confidence and get a win, and hopefully start building some momentum for what we think can be a special season for us. So good win tonight. Proud of the guys and happy to get a win. I don't like to lose very much, so, it's good to get a win. I wasn't worried that it was never going to happen, if that's what you're asking, but I was told when we put our schedule together there's not many people that would schedule the two games that we scheduled first because people do like to get a win. I don't know. I was fortunate enough to be a head coach at a young age, and I've been fortunate enough to coach some great players and win some games. So I think it's all part of it. I've been way more focused on making sure our team improves and gets better. And man, I think we have improved through it all. So no doubt, the point of the game is to win. At the same time, we're trying to improve to the point where we can win in February and we can win in March and at the end. So I'm happy with. I'm not happy we've lost the games, but I guess I do believe that our team has improved a lot through 10 days, through 17 days. But obviously, you play to win the game, and it's definitely good to get a win.
Three-point shooting was really key tonight, 50% from behind the arc. Was there anything different in practice this week leading up to this game? Maybe a little more focus on shooting, three-point shooting, or is this just a big win?
No, I think we take what the defense gives you, and I think we were able to get some drive and kick threes. We've been emphasizing trying to touch the paint and then catch and shoot threes. In the first two games, we were 12 for 31 on catch and shoot threes, and we were 2 for 16 on threes off the dribble. So if you saw me react to a couple of the three-point shots, the ones off the dribble tonight, I bet we were, 1 for 5 maybe, and I bet that we were something like 15 for 27. But we keep track of that, and we're trying to get inside the arc. We're trying to get paint touches, and I want them to shoot every catch and shoot three that they get, because I think even when we're struggling to shoot, we're shooting 40% on those. We got to make sure when we don't know what to do, we can't just bounce, step back shot. That is not something that's been very successful for us. And we're too good of a team. We have too many talented players to play one-on-one basketball. So it was good to see the ball moving and rotating and have some good driving kicks that led to great shots.
Defensively, you saw a little bit of the zone. Is that something you want to implement more, or is that just more of a matchup-specific thing?
We've done it a couple of possessions in both the first couple games too. So it's been there a little bit. We did it. We went to a little bit late to work on some things, and they played with a lot of confidence, and it seemed like they were making threes no matter what we were doing. So I thought our three-point defense was. I don't know if the bottom line, it wasn't great tonight. They were making shots, so we'll have to look and see if that's us or them. But no, we've through 3 games tried to put guys in some different spots and do a couple different things to keep teams out of rhythm. We didn't do a lot of it at Grand Canyon, but we did play a couple possessions of it, and I thought it helped and it worked. So continue to do that tonight, and we'll just kind of figure out what works for this team.
They went on, I think it was a 13-2 run, kind of correcting the
It sure felt like that.
And you get the timeout, you came back out, and you guys come up with an 11-0 run. Most of that set up by turnovers.
I think we picked up a little more full court there out of that, if I remember correctly. I think, right? The 13-0 run, and you want to let guys play. At the same time, they're good enough to beat us or anybody. They're a good basketball team. So I thought out of the timeout we refocused a little bit. I know we had a driving kick three. I think Tyrone passed to Julius for a three in the corner to kind of stop the run, and then I thought our defense led to offense. I think we do want to. We want to play full court some. I do think switching defenses while making it all aggressive will be a good thing for us. And man, sometimes with our team, when things go good, they go really good. And when things go bad, man, they go a little bit worse than they should. And we're trying to fix that. We want the runs on our end to continue to play with confidence and be upbeat and get going. But we want to make sure our heads don't go down and we start thinking too much and hesitate when they start making runs. For sure. He was a huge part of our team last year. He's a huge part of our team this year. He's really worked on his ability to shoot the ball. And, he's a complete player, but he can really make threes, but we need him to shoot those catch-and-shoot threes that he came out in the first half shooting. And when he does that, I think he could be 40% plus. So definitely, I'm sure it's good for him to see the ball go through the basket. He's going to be an important part of our success. We need him to continue to get better, and happy to see him have a good game tonight.
Julius on the floor just exudes confidence wherever he's on the floor playing that well. So is that something you always saw when you bring him in? Is this always something you practice? Is this just Julius's game, being a confident player?
Yes.
Yeah.
Julius does not lack confidence. Julius is the only freshman on a team full of a lot of seniors, I guess, and Jack's a second-year player. When you're Jack doesn't lack confidence either. Julius, you would not know. He likes to, he's one of those personalities. He likes to be the kid brother when it's convenient for him. But during that court, he does not lack confidence. He brings an upbeat attitude most days. We're trying to make that every day. Because he's a special one now. Like, he's wired differently. I think that Julius's upside is through the roof. So he's been a pleasure to coach. He does remind me of some of the best freshmen that I've been fortunate enough to be around. He's a big part of our team, and he's played well in all 3 games. He's made some mistakes that he corrects. I'll tell you, Julius is a very intelligent player, so he has not made the same mistake twice. And when he has to learn something, man, he's a sponge. He's smart. He picks up on it. And obviously, he has the athleticism and the confidence to put it over the top. So I think Julius has been an important part of our team. We expect him to be an important part of our team, and I'm definitely happy he's playing well.
Back to one of those kind of regional rivalry games that you scheduled this Sunday. I think they just lost by 1 tonight. So
Did they?
2-2. Any advanced scout on them yet, or what do you know?
I don't really know a lot. I guess I know traditionally they're very, they shoot the ball very well. Sometimes have 5 guys that can score. I know they have a big kid that didn't play last year that had about 30 and 10 in the first game versus Duquesne that they believe is the focal point of their team. So that's about all I know. We're going to get right to it tonight and tomorrow. They are an elite level team. Obviously, I think they play Belmont tonight, right? I think Belmont and Arkansas, they've lost 2 close. They've beat Duquesne and Wofford, who are 2 very good teams as well. They've had 4 very, very challenging tests so far. So picked to win their league. We respect the heck out of them. We know that it's going to be a tough game, and we're going to get right to it even with our players starting tomorrow. We're going to work for 4 or 5 days to make sure we're as prepared as can be. And by the time we take the floor Sunday afternoon, we'll be ready to go.
Blaze made his debut tonight. Limited a little bit, but nice to see him out there, I would imagine. Is he still kind of ramping up, or is he ready to go?
No, he'll be. I think these couple days will help him. I mean, he was all ready to go, obviously, and started versus UAB and played some good minutes, and then he had a bone bruise in his knee. So he's been trying to play through that. And obviously, when you're a bigger guy and you hurt your knee, and now you go 7 to 10 days without conditioning, I just thought that he's got to get his wind back and he's got to get up and down the floor a little quicker. But it's good for him to get out there and touch the floor. I think there'll be a lot of moments this year. Obviously, we play at an incredibly fast pace. I think that's new and a little bit different for Blaze. But as the season goes on, the pace the game becomes more of a half-court game, and I think Blaze can be an incredible force for us on defense and on offense. He's a talent and obviously a guy at his size that not many people have. So, he's an important part of our team. Happy to see him on the floor. Hopefully, he can make a jump by Sunday.
Where are we at with
Yeah, Tegan's rehabbing, has not played full speed yet. There's obviously I'd say he's still at least a week or 2 away, but obviously he has not played contact full speed or anything like that. So he's working his tail off. I wish I could give you exact. I just figure there's we obviously Tegan Moore went into the year as a main guy for us. He's a huge part of our program moving forward. Him not playing has been a noticeable absence. And we're hopeful that obviously with his hip thing and with his body, we're hopeful that he can get back on the floor and be able to help us.
Nick Henry had a little bit of hit today. Do you think that was more of a matchup thing, or did other guys stepping up? Do you think next time he's on the floor, he can be able to come back that he had last 2 games?
I think he'll be perfectly good to great next time he's on the floor. Having coached McHenry for a few years, Sometimes in the games, maybe on paper like the one tonight, he doesn't quite play with that, I'm just going to go and get buckets on you at every single moment. And so Don's an elite level person, elite level teammate. I don't think Don has a goal to average 20-something points or anything like that. I think Don wants us to win. Saw some teammates playing well. I thought he still played good basketball. I thought he made the right passes. He didn't turn the ball over. Probably wasn't quite as aggressive as he is some nights. But sometimes when the moment gets heated up, that's usually when you see Don McHenry come out. So I'm not surprised. He's an awesome dude, and he'll be ready to go on Sunday. Thank you, guys.